Hello there, Mr. K here, the Mediocre Painter, and I'm doing YouTube videos to get you into the wargaming hobby because I made mistakes so you don't have to. So today I'm going to talk about this Aether War, which is just been released, and it's basically an Age of Sigmar box set. Games Workshop have done a number of these over the years, and effectively, if you don't know anything about these things, they basically give you a starting army in two races. In this case, it's the Kharadron Overlords and the Disciples of Tzeentch. And typically in these sets, you get something exclusive, which is exclusive to this box for a fairly significant period of time. Though typically what people do is they buy these sets and split them up and sell them on eBay so you can get them. And you get something exclusive, something unique, and you get a fairly decent, starting set for two armies. You get an Age of Sigmar rulebook, the instructions, all that kind of stuff. And this retails for about £110, which is quite steep, I would say. I think it's the most expensive thing I've bought from Games Workshop, but I picked it up for about 88. You get a fairly decent number of models with it. So you basically get some Zangors on discs, I think 2 units of Zangors on discs. You get a Magister and some Screamers, and you get two sets of Sky Wardens with dirigibles. You get a new Endrin Master with dirigible, and you get a gun hauler from the Kharadron Overlords. So if we kind of price that up a bit, I paid 88 for this set. If I look at the Kharadron Overlords, which is the reason why I really bought this, gun hauler on eBay goes for about £20. The Endrin Master with dirigible suits going for about 25, so that's 45. The Sky Wardens go for about 16 to 18, maybe more like 18 and 16. So, we're looking at over £75 worth of Kharadron Overlords models here. If we look at the Disciples of Tzeentch stuff, the Zangors on the discs, two sets, basically probably go for about 16 to 18, similar to the Sky Wardens. The Screamers, similar sort of price, 16 to 18. And then you've got the Magister, who's going for about 18, 20, something along those sorts of lines as well. So, all in there, probably a little bit less than the Kharadron Overlords in terms of price. Probably there because the gun hauler's worth a little bit more. With the way the rule changes work as well, especially with the Kharadron Overlords, it's like the gun hauler is now actually a viable, option to have as an airship. The guy with the dirigible suit is absolutely excellent in the new rules. And if you like to run with the Skyriggers, and then they're pretty good as well in the new rules too. Though I'm not a massive fan of them and run them myself, but they do give your army a bit of a nice balance. So let's see what this all looks like actually inside. So we've got the gun hauler. We have the Skyriggers. The way the Skyriggers are is you can make them up as though they're Endrin Riggers or Sky Wardens. Now the rules are different for the different kinds. We have the Screamers. We have the Magister. The Endrin Master. More Skyriggers. And then the Enlightened Zangors on discs. Two sets of those. We then get some tokens, movement, rulers, and some tokens. Just tokens are always nice. As per usual with Games Workshop these days, you do get a piece of artwork as well. Though this got pretty big up in this particular set. Obviously we've got all the bases and all the stands, the flight stands for these guys, and the war scrolls, and agenda cards. We then have a instruction booklet for putting everything together, as well as the usual sort of painting guide out. We get a scenario booklet which describes the scenarios and gives you the war scrolls in here. This is actually really quite nicely put together. It gives you the pitch battle profiles, and these are actually new battalions as well. And in the case of the Caradron Overlords, the battalions can be quite expensive, and this is actually the cheapest battalion in the Caradron Overlords. So it's a good way to get, an extra Endrin work and an extra relic and things like that. And this basically gives you a bunch of nice fluff about pitch battles that these two guys are going against, the War in the Sky and the Cults of the Eyrie and things like that. It's nice. It's a nice 40-page little book that sort of describes the scenarios. We then have a nice core rules book which describes all the core rules in Age of Sigmar. That's about 17, 18 pages, which is always nice to have. So you get almost everything you need to play Age of Sigmar. The one thing that is missing, and this is a complaint I've had before, is if this is supposed to be like a box set where two people can put the stuff together, maybe split it between the two of them, put their armies together and get playing, you are missing one crucial thing. Dice. You've given me a ruler and some tokens, but you haven't given me any dice. And I just find that really strange. I know that some of the other sets that they're giving out, they don't give you rulers, they give you tokens, but still no dice, like the Road Trader, for example, which you can see up here somewhere. I did a review of that. So it's a little strange. I don't know why they keep on doing that, because ideally, if you want people to play Age of Sigmar, give everything you need to play it in these boxes that you release. In terms of the model count and things like that, is it reason? What most people are probably really interested in is, well, is it reasonable value for money? And I think it is. You're getting basically 140, 150 pounds worth of models. You can pick it up for like £88. It's 110 retail, but if you look around, you can pick it up for £88.90. So you're getting a pretty decent deal there. You're getting a lot of models for that kind of money. And I think I bought it basically because I really wanted the Endrin Master with the dirigible suits. But equally, I can make use of the other Caradron Overlords models in there as well. And I'm planning on selling the Zeech stuff. So I'll probably make back, after eBay takes its cut and PayPal takes its cut and everything, I'll probably end up making back maybe £50. So this set will probably ultimately cost me about, actually maybe more like 60 actually. So this set will ultimately cost me about £30, and for that I'll get a gun haul and the Endrin Master in a dirigible suit and 2 sets of Skyriggers, and I think that is an apps, it's a good steal. Obviously there's the work to put it on eBay and things like that. So it's a pretty cool set. I like it. I love the way the rules are with the Caradron Overlords. Makes them much better and much fairer in terms of the way they should play. Where it basically makes the clown cars worthwhile, and it balances out the different factions a bit better, where it's actually kind of hard now to work out what's the best Skyport to take, and actually may well find that it's a horses for courses situation with the Skyports in terms of what you take. If you look at the Disciples of Zeech rules, those changes, my goodness, they are quite a bit different again, and they are way more complicated to run than the Caradron Overlords. Caradron Overlords have very limited troop choice and things like that, so it makes it fairly straightforward to actually pick what you're doing. With the Disciples of Zeech, it's like, whoa, there's lots and lots of choice that you have in terms of what you're going to do, and there's lots and lots of different battalions, very limited number in the Caradron Overlords. So that means that there's more loopholes with the Tzeentch army, and likely to be, a lot more that needs to be nerfed in the any sort of future errata or FAQs. And I think that's sort of playing out at the moment, with Tzeentch being considered to be a little bit overpowered. But from the reports and stuff that I've seen of the people actually playing these two sort of groups off each other, there actually seems to be kind of a nice balance going on. The character overlords can actually hold their own a bit, which is great, because the way that they were playing kind of meant you had to spam them a little bit, and it just didn't work right. And I'll do a video about that. We'll talk a bit more about it. So anyway, I hope you found that kind of interesting. Is Aether War worth it? Well, I think if you're after, a starting point for a Tzeentch army, pretty good choice. If you're after a starting point for a Charon Overlord army, also a very good choice. Probably better for the Charon Overlords than it is for Tzeentch, though, to be fair, because of the way the rules have been changed in favour of the gunships and things like that. And also this being the cheapest battalion that you can actually run, you've got a whole breadth of choice for battalions when it comes to Tzeentch. Anyway, hope you found that interesting and useful. If you did, please like, subscribe. I will be doing more. Catch you next time.